Are you wondering what the law of attraction is? Well, today I am going to share with you a very easy way to understand the law of attraction. So this video is great for beginners, or if you have been studying this for a while, maybe you just need a little refresher. This is a good one for you to watch. Hi guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I am a life coach and law of attraction teacher, and you have found my YouTube channel where I upload 2 new videos for you guys each and every week, all about the art of creating your best life ever. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss anything, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so today's topic is getting back to basics, and I have done a ton of videos about the law of attraction, but today I just wanted to go back to the very beginning and explain what the law of attraction is. So if you haven't been watching my channel for a while, then maybe you don't know what the law of attraction is. I just have realized recently that sometimes I still get these questions that are like very basic. So I wanted to kind of get back to the beginning and explain to you very simply what the law of attraction is. But before I dive into that, I want to explain why I am always so excited to share this information. And I know the law of attraction is something that a lot of people still roll their eyes at and think, oh, that's not really true, that isn't the way the world works, etc, etc. And if this isn't for you, if this isn't your kind of thing, like, I'm totally fine with that. Like, I'm not here to make everybody believe exactly the same things that I do. But I do get asked about this stuff, and I know a lot of you love it, and I know a lot of you are as excited about this topic as I am, so that's really why I'm here. But yeah, I love the law of attraction personally because I find it one of the most empowering things that I have ever learned about in my whole entire life. And so without getting into my whole background, I have always been into, like, when I was really little, well, not really little, when I was like a teenager, I was like into the occult, like I was studying Wicca. I did the whole new age thing. I bought my first tarot cards when I was like 14. So I've always been into sort of this different world of spirituality. And I did learn about the law of attraction. I can't even remember where I first learned about it. But I really started to get into it about 6 years ago. And if you don't know my story, I'll do another video on my story. But basically what happened is that the life that I had once had built for myself basically blew up overnight. And so I was left in this kind of crappy situation without all of these resources I had built up, and really without any idea of who I was or what would make me even happy. So that is how I came to spirituality, and that is how I came back to the law of attraction. And it really, for me, like I said, it's a very empowering thing, because I never want to teach anything that's superstition. I don't want you to do things because you think, if I write things down this many times, this thing is going to happen. That is not what I'm here to teach. What I'm always here to teach and to focus on is that there's always something we can do inside of us that will help the things that we want come into our reality. And that is why I find it so empowering. Okay, so now that you know why I am so passionate about this topic and why I talk about it all the time, let's dive into what this video is about, and that is, what is the law of attraction? So there's really only 2 things you need to understand in order to understand the law of attraction, and this is just to understand how it all works. It's not going to get into all my many tips and tricks about how to actually use it. But the law of attraction operates on 2 principles. One principle is that everything in the world is vibration. And I know I look like a solid person. I know this wall hanging looks solid. I know this plant looks solid. We all look like solid things that are separate. In our physical human mind, that is what the world is. But if you get down to the subatomic level, underneath these crazy microscopes, what's actually happening is that there's just a bunch of atoms that are spinning around inside of me, inside of that, inside of everything, that are vibrating at a certain resonance, and that resonance looks to our human eyes like a physical object. But again, if you get down to the subatomic level, we're actually more space than we are matter, which is a crazy thing to think about. But we are all just things, little tiny things vibrating together. So that's a vibration, I'm a vibration, that's a vibration. We're all vibration. And I really love this idea. It's just a really interesting way to think about the world. I'll come back to this in a moment, but vibration is music, vibration is visual, vibration is thoughts, vibration is emotion. Vibration is a lot of things. So I'll come back to this in a second, but let's get on to the second principle of the law of attraction. So the second principle to understand the law of attraction is that like attracts like. So if you were ever in the bathtub as a little kid and you were looking at the little water droplets on the side of the tub, you have probably seen this in action. But every once in a while, there'll be two water droplets that are really close together. And then if you watch them, they sort of start to vibrate, and then they merge and they become one water droplet. And what is happening there is that those two droplets were vibrating at the same rate. And then they kind of magnetically got stuck together and they became one. So basically, when we are learning how to use the law of attraction, we are turning into a water droplet. We're already water droplets, we just don't realize it yet. But we are attracting things into our life all the time that resonate with us, right? We resonate at a certain frequency and we attract things into our life that also resonate at that frequency. So if the things that are coming into your life right now aren't really making you happy, or you're not really feeling lifted up and things just aren't going your way, you're gonna have to do some work on changing your frequency, changing the way you resonate, changing your vibration. So just to touch back on the first principle. So how does this work? How does this work for us if we want to vibrate at a certain resonance and attract in a relationship, attract in more money, attract in a car? Like, how do you vibrate at the same level as a car? Well, okay, so you're not going to actually vibrate at the same level as the Lamborghini or whatever you're after, but you will have to figure out how to vibrate at the same rate as a wealthy person, as a successful business owner, as someone who is confident with money, as somebody who can command a large worth and has a lot of money in the bank account. That is actually what you have to vibrate at. So how do you change your vibration? I mean, I can do a whole video on this, but I'll just touch on it briefly here. But basically, our human vibration is created from our thoughts and it's created from our feelings. Those two things also obviously result in our actions. So if you want to call something into your life, it really is about more than making a list of, I want to buy a Lamborghini, so I'm gonna need to make this amount of money in this year, and I'm gonna need to get this job in order to do it. Like, that's a very physical, logical way of doing things. But this goes a step beyond that. Like, I want you to start to get into the mind frame of this person that already has a Lamborghini. Start figuring out what kind of thoughts that person has. Start kind of thinking of what kind of feelings that person has. And once you can really integrate that into yourself and get through your own subconscious blocks that are in the way, which we all have, which is a totally another video entirely, that is when you'll actually create success. So it isn't really about magic. It isn't really about waiting for things to happen. It's about you making things happen. You always make things happen. And of course, the universe, of course, is lining up to help us, but we need to help ourselves first. So I hope this video enlightened you today. I hope this made you feel empowered to go and start using the law of attraction in your life. And I hope it helps explain why I am so excited to talk about this topic. And maybe it has even given you a different way of looking at things, because again, I know there's a lot of naysayers out there that don't really understand what the law of attraction is about. And I really think that maybe getting some information from a book like The Secret isn't telling everybody what they need to hear. And there's a lot of different ways to talk about this. And that's why there's a lot of different law of attraction teachers. We all need to be taught and told things in a different way. So on that note, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope I resonate with you. If you are here, I'm pretty sure I resonate with you guys and that you are getting something out of what I'm talking about. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to hear more, hit that subscribe button. And if you know somebody that needs this information, please go ahead and pass it along to them, because I'm really working on expanding my YouTube community this year, which is you guys. So I need your help in doing that. I'll be back here soon in another video. So until then, I'm wishing you the most amazing week of manifestations ever, and I'll see you soon.